Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie.
Now our trees are down, we've got a plan in place, and today we are finally starting to work.
Yeah,
exciting.
Let's get in it.
What a ridiculous intro. So it's been a few days since Christmas now. We're full of ham and we are rearing to go with some manual labour. If you saw our video where we talked about what we want to achieve with this land, the first thing we kind of talked about was cutting in a road. We need access through here. I don't think we showed you actually on camera, but we bought a quad bike, Chelsea and I. We've been saving up for a while and her parents found, it was a refurbished one, eh? Yeah, a guy up a couple of hours away from our house who refurbishes Honda quad bikes. So we bought this mint quad bike. I don't know how old it is, or it's a little bit faded in places, but it's perfect for us because we were pulling around trailers and firewood and wood chippers and stuff with our lawnmower, our ride-on lawnmower, so it's probably terrible for the lawnmower. So we got a quad bike. So the plan is to cut a path in here somewhere so that we can get a quad bike in. That path will then become Harvey's bike track later on. But if we can get our quad bike in here, then we can get the wood chipper in, we can haul out pine cones, we can haul out firewood, and yeah, I mean we can kind of start mapping out what we want to do with the place. So that's the goal for the next couple of days, is to build a track through all this land you see that we can get a quad bike through, maybe turned around somewhere. Eventually we'll do a big figure of 8 or something like that, but that's the plan.
So the ground is absolutely covered in these pine cones. They've all been popping open in the sun. So we sold a whole bunch of them last year. I think we sold them for $6 for a big feed bag full. The kids are all picking them up. We're going to do the same this year because we've got so many. We'll show you how many we've already bagged up in the shed ready to go.
So these are all the pine cones we have collected so far. This has been in the last couple of weeks since the trees came down. Beautiful big open pine cones, like Chelsea said, they've been sitting out in the sun up there and they just open up. So we probably sold about this many last year. We sold them for $6 a bag, I think, like Chelsea said. There were people in town selling them for 8 and some for 10. So we decided on 6 because they don't really cost us much. We're not growing them other than picking them up. And the kids have been really enjoying it. So we say to the kids, like to Harvey, for every bag you pick up, you can have a couple of dollars or $1. And so Harvey's filled half of those bags. So I can only imagine how many more bags we're going to have in here. Obviously we can't sell them in the middle of summer now, so we'll stockpile them here, I guess, over there as well, and just keep them till winter and then put them up at the gate. So it's kind of good. It's 2 birds with 1 stone for us. We've got to pick them up because you don't want to hit these with the lawnmower, and we can sell them. So perfect, bit extra pocket money. So I think what we'll do is bring the path up the hill behind me here, and then I haven't figured this bit out here because it's quite steep down here as he slips over with the camera. I'm thinking maybe I'd bench part of this and kind of make a flat downhill here, and then yeah, it's going to sort of carry her along the bottom of the bank there. There's already a natural bench there. I think maybe when that big excavator that took the trees down kind of flattened some areas out, so it's quite nice. So yeah, I'm thinking chop that gum up for firewood, but bring it down here, move everything out of the way. There's a few stumps to navigate, and then take it up to the top and turn around somewhere. But that's the first goal, and at least we can start getting in here and you kind of feel like you're making progress. If you're cutting up wood or you're chipping or you're pulling all the pine cones out, you feel like you're making good progress. So enough talking, camera time lapse, let's go. Well, it's actually been a few days since we were working on this track. Chelsea and I started focusing more on the firewood we got to cut out the front. We got a bit carried away. We got firewood coming out our ears now. Our shed's nearly full. We got a stack we still need to split, we got gum under the carpet, we got a lot of firewood. It's turning into a bit of a logistical nightmare, but it's a good problem to have, I suppose, because we don't have to buy firewood for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So we're back at the path today, and Harvey and I cut this cool little bench out here. I think we're nearly expert track builders now. So yeah, actually now that I look at it, I'm not sure it's quite wide enough for the quad bike, but comes down the hill here through a bit of sort of scrub and branches still we need to pick up, and then we've kind of cut this bench in here, and I think this will make a cool bike track in the future for Harvey. There's a culvert down there, so I need to make this wide enough that he's sort of confident coming around this corner without wobbling right on the edge. And so yeah, just kind of using the hoe, slice the sort of bank down and then bring it out to flatten it out, and then eventually I want it to hook around here and come back down and continue on another path through there, but there's so much brush in there at the moment, I can't justify the time. So what we're going to do is make a little turnaround area up here. Now up here, this is where the gums came down. The gums that were in the corner, you can still see them sitting up there waiting to be picked up for firewood. They came down here and the branches were cut off, you know, where they were lying, basically bucking, I think they call it. And so there's these beautiful gum branches all through here. What it means for me is I can't get in here with the quad bike, but these branches, be careful not to trip over. These are lovely big straight gum branches, are awesome for firewood. So I can just work through and buzz them up, and the ones that we don't burn go through the chipper really well because they're nice and straight, and you know, the pine branches can often kind of shoot off at 45-degree angles and they get kind of stuck in the chipper, but these little ones, like if I buzz all those little branches off with a chainsaw, they just go straight through the chipper. A little bit harder wood than the pine, but they chip really well. So I'm going to clear a bit of an area here with my chainsaw, get a stack of firewood, and yeah, we'll bring the path up, little turning around area, get the quad bike, have a go, have a play. Excuse the bike helmet, safety first. It's not exactly a Formula 1 track, is it? It is only just wide enough through here for the quad bike. So I guess I'll probably come in a little bit wider and bring that dirt over, just cut into the bank a bit more to make it safe. There is a pesky stump there as well, right here, so kind of means we have to go around it, so I might dig more of that out. What we really want to do is get into this bank behind me, so we want to pull all this scrap down off this bank the whole way along, and plant it. We want planting on this side, natives, and then planting on this side down here in the culvert as well. So this path, if you can imagine a year from now, I'll show you a year from now what it looks like, but planting on both sides. Oh, what the heck is that? Some sort of red flying bug thing. Planting all down here, bit of height, manuka, kanuka, you know, little lower, smaller plants as well, some bigger trees, some corfi, and then planting around this culvert as well. We're not quite sure what to do with this culvert. We're thinking we might make a little sort of, we need to get the drainage going again because it rained heavy the other night and the water was kind of stuck there, so that's a problem for another day. But you can imagine planting along here, planting up here, it's going to look pretty slick. Yeah, so I was going to take the kids for a ride on this, but I don't think that'd be safe. So I'm going to try and spin around, widen it up a bit. Yeah, just play. It's fun to actually be able to get in here and play, like I think I've said 5 times in this video. Well, I think we'll end the video here. That track needs some refinement, needs some extra hours spent on it, but I'm just going to chip away at it off camera, and then yeah, once it's all connected up and there's paths going all through here, it'll be pretty cool, I think. So yeah, I need to get back to chopping some firewood now. As you can see, I'm slowly getting there. The wood used to come right out to this edge here, the firewood, and I've got it back to there. There's probably another half that again to go, so I'm going to do a few days of that. I'm kind of trying to juggle fun projects like the path, projects I don't really want to do like the firewood, and also hanging out with the kids, right, because it's school holidays. So yeah, I think I'm not sure what the next video will be. I'm building something in the shed I'm excited to do a couple of videos on. I've got a couple of projects in the garden going on which are exciting. We've got a whole lot of summer caravan adventures coming up in 2 weeks as well, so yeah, tons of projects. We keep adding to our list of projects. We keep finding little things we want to do, plants we want to plant. So it's going to be a balance, I think, over the next year of new projects and projects we don't want to do. So, you know, we're not going to clear this whole land, then plant. We're going to clear bits, plant bits, do some stuff for the kids, you know, just have fun with it, I guess. A year or 2 from now, it might be looking pretty good. 2026, the grand opening. So yeah, thank you for watching as always. I will see you in the next video. We got tons coming up, like I said, so stay tuned, and yeah, thank you. See you later.